guys, and welcome to another Tutor Us video, and today we're going to be talking about the 5 tips that can help you get that 7 in your math IA. Now the first thing is choosing your topic. You want to make sure that the topic you choose interests you, but you can also investigate it in depth. It's important to also select something that you are passionate about. It's going to make the research and writing process a lot more enjoyable and rewarding. If you don't, you might get bored. The second step is your research question. You want to make sure that your topic is clearly defined and that you also come up with a very clear research question. You always need to keep in mind the acronym SMART. Your research question should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This is going to help you focus your research and make it easier to evaluate your findings. The third step is finding your sources. You need to use a variety of different sources like textbooks, academic journals, and online resources. You also need to make sure that they are reputable. You also want to note down the important sources so that you don't forget them and you can use them in your research later on. Fourth step is the content. You want to use appropriate mathematical notation and symbols to clearly present your work throughout your IA. This is going to help you communicate your ideas effectively and demonstrate your understanding of the mathematical concepts that you're writing about to the marker. You also want to include a detailed explanation of your methodology, including any formulas or equations used. This is going to help the reader understand how you've arrived at your findings. It's also going to demonstrate your understanding of the mathematical concepts that you are using. You want to also present your findings in a clear and organized manner using tables, charts, and graphs as appropriate. This is going to make it easier for the reader to understand your findings, and it's going to demonstrate your ability to effectively communicate complex ideas. Then you want to show how your findings relate to the broader mathematical concepts that you've studied. This is going to demonstrate your understanding of the broader context of your research and will also help you connect your findings to the larger field of mathematics. Following the content is what to do after you've written your IA. It's very important to proofread your work carefully and have someone else review it before submitting. This is going to help you catch any errors or inconsistencies throughout your work and is also going to help you improve your overall quality of the IA. Make sure you also have a good balance of theory and practical work. Your IA should have a good balance of mathematical theory and practical application. A good balance of both will show your understanding of the subject in a wider range. You also want to make sure that the sources are cited properly because you can lose marks over incorrect citations, which is a complete waste. And my final tip would be to show your work to your teacher and get feedback. This will help you identify any areas where you need to improve, and it's also going to help you ensure that you have met all the requirements for your IA. And no one knows better than your teacher, so it's always effective to get their feedback. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and come back next week for our next video where I'm going to be giving you more tips on your different courseworks.